Stop.
Oh, stopped right, didn't it?
You see?
Observations.
A lot of people fail at that point.
Welcome to the Chris Edworthy YouTube channel. I'm here with my Rolls Royce Phantom, and today I thought it might be a bit of fun to see if I can still pass a driving test after 26 years on the roads. And I've got my good friend Colin, who is an ADI driving instructor, to see if I can actually pass a test. Welcome to the channel, Colin.
Morning.
Nice to see you.
How are we?
Very well, thank you very much.
Excellent.
So you're going to put me through my paces today?
I am.
And it's going to be a bit trickier because I'm not doing it in your learner car, am I? I'm going to be doing it in my Rolls Royce Phantom. So the 3-point turn in the road might be...
a challenge.
Yes.
I think is the word.
Yeah. We'll see what we can do. Well, should we get going?
We get going.
Superb.
Okay, so Chris, this really is an assessment of what your driving's like. We're going to be covering most types of traffic conditions. We're going to do some manoeuvres, and all I'm going to tell you is direction, which way I want you to go, and which manoeuvre we're actually going to do.
Cool.
And that's an extraordinarily long bonnet you have here.
It is. It's, yeah, seeing over the end of it. Where is the exit?
It's just next left.
Already can't follow the directions.
Yeah, that's all right. That's what I'm here for. I'm your personal sat-nav.
And you said turn right, didn't you?
Turn right at the end.
Yeah. Checking my mirrors. It'd be interesting to see how much the driving test and the assessment you're going to do has changed from when I did it.
Yeah, well, we don't use crash helmets in the car anymore.
Do you not? Oh, it's advanced. Oh, look at that. He's going to let me go. Good man, but there's a bus coming.
Creep out to the middle. Creep out to the middle. Hopefully somebody's going to stop.
And you're going to stop.
There we go.
Am I allowed to use hazard warning lights to say thank you?
Not really.
Oh, well, we'll do it anyway.
We did it anyway.
Yeah.
So that would obviously not be recognised in the highway code.
Fair enough. That's all right.
When was the last time you actually looked at the highway code?
Not recently, I have to say.
Yeah. Well, that's probably everyone's answer.
Yes.
If I said to you, we're going to take 100 drivers and they drive every single day with a full licence, and they go for test.
Yep.
How many do you think out of 100 would actually pass?
Ooh, I reckon that would be quite low. Probably less than 10, I reckon.
Very good.
Is it?
It's 8.
8? Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that means 92 would actually fail.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And that's because the bad habits that built up over the period of time, and the longer you've been driving, the more habits you've got. And trying to get rid of those habits is, like getting too close to a car that's in front, that sort of thing.
Yes, you mean just like
exactly
that?
that. Exactly that.
It's interesting, actually. You teach 10 to 2, don't you, on the old steering wheel?
Yeah, they have relaxed that a little bit. As long as you've got control of the car, it's fine. It's when you let the hand slip off, or just one-handed. A lot of people drive one-handed.
Yeah.
And I say to them, look, it's not going to go well on your driving test if you do that. You need to have both hands on the wheel. So when you're following behind a car, what sort of a distance do you give the car in front?
At least a couple of inches.
Well, one would hope a bit more than that.
No, I tend to try and do 2 seconds.
2 seconds. Okay, and how do you work out 2 seconds from the car in front?
I normally say in my head, never break the 2-second rule. Nice and slowly. And hopefully
Well, how slowly is slowly? Because
that's very true. Never break the 2-second rule. And is that 2 seconds?
well, you need the stopwatch, but the proper saying is only a fool breaks the 2-second rule. Now that takes 2 seconds to say. We're going to go straight over at this roundabout.
No problem. Checking my mirrors, making sure there's nothing.
That's it. Before you slow down and before you speed up.
I always remember from my test, it was, they still say it, mirror signal manoeuvre. Is that the...
That's it.
Yeah.
And the next bit, the next bit to that?
Floor it.
No.
No.
That's probably not the best way. We're going to take the next right. It's position, speed, look.
Oh.
So it's mirror, signal, manoeuvre, position, speed, look.
Fair enough. Position, speed.
And you're going to go very slowly ahead. We're going to go into this car park.
Straight ahead.
Straight ahead here.
A little signal there, just in case.
So this could be a bit tricky for your length of car.
Oh yes, this is where I curb an ally.
Well, you don't want to be doing that because they're quite expensive.
Yes, it is. Oh, I can't actually see that curve in front of me.
I think you've got about
I've got about -3 inches.
-3.
So that's good.
Good calculation.
First curve hit.
Well, making you work for your money, basically.
Exactly. I need to. That's tight. That is. I'm going to blame that on the design of the car park.
That's right. So if you just stop a second,
Yep.
and what we're going to be doing, you're going to drive into a bay, any bay you like. Now on
Okay.
test, they will say to you, drive in, doesn't matter if it's left or right, that's your preference. And it doesn't matter which bay you go into.
Yep.
Because people say, well, is he going to specify which bay? No, they just say, just drive into a bay.
No problem.
Yeah? As
Yeah.
long as when you finish, you're within the lines. Yeah? If you're on the line, in a driving test, you lose 1 point. If you're over the line, you fail. You are allowed, however, to adjust, either come back out or come in and readjust the steering to make it fit.
Yep. That's
But
fair enough.
that's only 3 shunts in total. You
No
understand? You understand the shunt?
I do.
Right.
Yeah, moving it backwards and forwards.
Forwards, yeah.
Yep.
So that's it. If you can do it one, that's pretty good.
Let's see what we can do. So to take off, we're going to check our mirrors and slowly move off. This is a nice tight car park you brought me to.
Well, I thought you'd appreciate it.
Yes. Not sure my alloy wheel's going to appreciate it though.
You take it nice and slow.
Whoa. And it's amazing actually how much I have got used to not feeding the wheel through my hands, just doing as I please. Let's go into one of those over there because we've got a bit more of a line to. Oh,
Yeah.
no, there's not much more of a line actually, is there?
Well, you're doing very well. You haven't really done any damage to your tyres or alloys.
No, that's all right. That's good. And then if we, there's a nice little space there. So we're driving forward, yeah?
Yep.
No problem. I can't actually see. There we are. Look at that. And how many shunts am I allowed?
3.
Oh, it's going to be a.
Well, because of the length of the car,
Oh, I might be all right. You know what? I think I'm going to tell you that that's in the. Oh no, I'm going to shunt. We're going to go for a little backwards and forwards just to see.
so that's your second shunt.
That's my second shunt, is it?
Yeah, because you 1, this is 2.
Oh, 1, 2, and how many shunts are you allowed?
3.
Wow. On you.
Okay.
That's not very many.
No? Have you done?
I'm done. Should we get out and see? You can't see a line, can
I
you?
can't see.
Let's
It's
have a
because they're
quick
very, very short lines. Oh, what?
Is it? Am we in?
Look at that. Very good.
See? Who says I need a lesson?
Well, this is your first challenge, isn't it?
That is, yes, very true.
And what's the length of this car?
Oh, I think it's about 5.5 metres, something like that. It's maybe
What's-
approaching 6 metres actually.
What's that in real money?
14
foot?
feet? 18 feet?
Oh, 18 foot.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'd have to do the Googling on that.
Well, that's very good.
Is that not bad? I'm happy with that.
Very good.
First
I'm
challenge
impressed.
over.
First challenge over.
So, reverse out the space. It's interesting to see actually, because there must be quite a number of people that are currently doing their driving tests. That,
Oh, you know, there's 528,000 people trying to get a test.
really?
Yeah.
Wow. No, I don't suppose they're that hard to come, that easy to come by, are they?
No, they're very difficult. People are paying a premium. They're paying a reward,
Are they really?
£150 just to get
For
a
a
test.
test?
Yeah.
Oh, I've hit the curb again.
Because
This-
there's that stupid thing in the middle.
Yeah, this has got islands all over the place. I'm hitting it at the front because I don't want to curb the rear alloy.
No.
I'm giving it a really wide berth. It's a 20-foot car.
Yeah. So to do what you just did
Yeah.
with that length of car, it's very good.
Pretty good.
Very good.
Excellent.
You didn't indicate though when you drove in.
No, I did no.
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 See, I notice these things. Now, moment of truth. Do you always indicate when you turn from one road to another?
Not always. If there's nothing around, I don't. Definitely.
Right.
if there's something behind me, I try and let them know where I'm going.
Ah, good news. Okay, so we're going to go left at this mini roundabout.
No problem.
Very good. Now normally it's not on test any longer. The 3-point turn of the road's not on test, but it used to be, and it was only stopped just before COVID. And they've introduced another manoeuvre which we could do in a minute. But if you can try and do it at a turn of the road, I can't see you doing this in 3.
Oh, it's a challenge, isn't it? In
Well,
itself?
because in a standard car, yes, you could.
Yeah.
But this being, what did we say it was? 19 foot long.
Yeah.
That would be a challenge.
Bit of a challenge. All right. Let's see if we can do it.
See if we can do it.
Right. So it's the feeding through the hands through the wheel.
And
I think
the
it's
observations, really.
Yep. That one, I'm going to check over my shoulder, and there was a car about to come, but it's turned off. So if I remember rightly, we head towards the curb and we spin it back the other way slightly.
Very good. I wondered if you were going to remember that.
Check over my shoulder, nothing coming still. I do have an advantage over some, in as much as this car is automatic. I'm going to guess where the rear wheels are here, because I can overhang the curb. And then we're going to work that steering wheel, checking again. I'm going to say that's about stop. I didn't go back the other way, but never mind. You know what? I reckon, Colin, I think I'm going to do this. Don't even know. Oh, I should have gone back further.
Yeah, why didn't you go back?
I didn't. I got too excited too early. Yeah. Story of my life, Colin.
Up there.
And pull up on the left. Look at that.
Marvellous.
Was that 3?
Well, it was 5, but...
Well,
yeah, but no, very good. I mean, you've got to understand, this is, on some cars, it's double the size of a standard small car.
Yeah, very true. Yeah.
Really. So at 19 foot...
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Didn't touch a curb?
No, very good. You've got the sensors, which you're allowed to have on a driving test.
Yeah.
Very smooth. You didn't cross your arms. Yeah, it's a bit weak on left and right shoulder.
Oh, we're looking over.
Yeah, because what you're trying to do is seeing the blind spots.
Yeah.
And every car's got blind spots, 6 pillars that you cannot see through. And what you're trying to do is show your examiner that you can actually see past that and look all the way round by going either side of the pillar. And there are 6 blind spots in the car.
Yeah. So making sure you look out of every single angle.
And if you do that, if you turn your head extreme left shoulder and extreme right shoulder,
you then get...
You see everything.
Everything.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you know what the highest reason for failing a driving test is?
No.
Observations.
Is it really?
Yeah. So observations on a junction, observations putting away from the curb, observations putting into a curb, all of the manoeuvres, blind spots. The new manoeuvre wants you to stop on the right hand side of the road and reverse back 2 car lengths in a straight line.
Okay. Normal car length, or am I doing 40 feet?
Well, okay, so all you're going to do now is reverse back in a straight line about 2 car lengths, whatever you think a car length is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Check my blind spots.
And then where are you going to look when you go back?
Behind me, I guess.
That's good then.
Yeah, I think that's a fair... Oh, I see why... you know what? I sort of understand why they might do this. Checking the mirrors quickly.
Yeah.
Each
shoulder.
I'm going to say that's about 2 car lengths.
I would say you're right. That's good.
Superb.
You want to do the emergency stop?
Or you can do the emergency stop.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Knowing what you've got attached to your car at the back?
Oh, yes. Yeah, we've got the learner box attached to the boot. The only place in the car it would actually attach to, because it's magnetic, and the rest of the car is aluminium. So we couldn't stick it to the roof, we couldn't stick it to the bonnet, but we did manage to stick it to the boot, which happens to be steel. So, yeah, I think it'll be all right.
Now, basically in a driving test, he would say to you, the next manoeuvre is the emergency stop. When I give you the signal, which is stop, and he puts his hand in front of your face, I'd like you to stop as quick as possible under control.
Yep.
He will, however, add that I'm going to be looking to make sure it's safe before I do that. Do not stop before I'm sitting correctly facing forward. Can you imagine the...
the whiplash.
Yeah, exactly. So, if you're happy with that...
Yeah, let's go.
Get it up to about 20, 25.
Yeah, I can do that quite quickly.
Stop!
Oh, stopped all right, didn't it?
Very good.
Yeah, that was good.
Now, before you go anywhere, you
Oh,
see,
I failed the test already. Observations.
A lot of people fail at that point. They
Yeah.
can stop the car, but they don't look all the way around.
All the way around, that's
So-
fair. If I turn left into here, and I'll...
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I could do? If I turn left after this turning, should we
A
do a
reverse.
reverse round the corner?
We do a left reverse, which hasn't been on the test since before COVID.
Has it not?
No.
Wow. I had this in my test, and the 3-point turn, and
Yeah.
the emergency stop.
You had all three?
All three.
They must have really loved you.
No, I know. Right, so we're going to do a reverse around the corner.
Left reverse.
I'm going to cheat a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, with the mirrors.
With the mirrors, I'll put the mirror down.
Yeah.
One little click.
And you're doing lots of observations.
Observations all round.
And when you get to the beginning of the corner, have another look right shoulder. Make sure it's safe. Don't use the mirror. Use the right shoulder.
Right shoulder, yeah.
That's it.
That's good. Round we go. Nothing coming behind us, I hope. Nothing coming there. You know what I have found? There's a big blind spot.
Yeah.
Right in that back corner.
Yeah.
Where
Because
you can't
it's
see.
so wide, isn't it? That pillar.
Yeah, I'm quite close to that curve now. How was that? Sort of a bit of a dodgy one from the finish.
No, not bad. Considering the length of car, it's a tricky beast.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because if you're actually doing your test today,
Yeah.
there's lots of little habits like that things that I've forgotten.
Of course.
But it's probably quite a useful video. I mean, I'm quite lucky that I've got an automatic, so I haven't got to worry about clutch control or anything like that in this car.
No.
But yeah, if you've then got to worry about gears and clutch, and you're new to driving and everything else, and look at your surroundings, it's then quite difficult to remember all those things all at once.
Added bits.
And the pressure of being under a test.
Yeah.
And also just normal. I was driving in South London the other day, and I didn't think there was any room to. It was quite a narrow side road. I was turning left, and a normal scooter, a moped, came up on my inside.
Yeah.
And if I hadn't done my final check in that mirror, I wouldn't have seen him, because I was looking right, about to go, because it was free to go.
Yeah.
And he must have come up at 20 miles an hour.
Of course.
And shot round the side of me.
Right.
Had no consideration for me or his life. He's expecting me to notice him.
So many people don't do it right. They undertake, and the poor old driver, if he's looking that way, he could normally assume that it was fine. But
Yeah.
then this person should not be on the inside of him.
No. And that's why lorries these days have got these
They've got these
verbal
loudspeaking.
warnings.
Yeah.
It's-
But of course, in London, they withdrew the extended what they call bendy bus that bends in the middle, 90 foot long, because people on bikes were being injured and killed as the bus turned.
But it's just the stupidity of the person that is on the bike, isn't it?
Well,
in some ways,
you
if
have
you
to
go up the
think
inside of something large,
you just don't do it.
You're vulnerable.
Common sense logic.
Yeah.
So this is where common sense logic has disappeared.
Yeah, and the safety devices come in instead.
Yeah, with the lorry turning.
Yeah,
With the
lorry, the obvious.
You see, yes, of course it is. You know.
Yeah, and it has to. Lorry turning only comes on when he puts his indicator on. So there were visual.
Yes,
there
exactly.
were visual bits anyway.
It's a bit like saying it is daytime.
Check of the mirrors as we go.
Very good. So it's all coming back, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And then check that mirror, make sure there's nothing up the inside or overtaking me.
And a lot of people don't bother looking in the mirror when they accelerate.
Yes.
And then they find someone halfway past them and they think, oh, like this
look,
idiot here, look.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Have we captured that?
No, unfortunately not. I've got a forward-facing camera.
It's a shame.
Never mind.
Yeah.
That's why you've always got to be ready though. Someone's just pulled out on us.
I always say expect the
Worst.
expect the unexpected, because it's everywhere. I think we're taking the next right.
Next, where that pickup truck's going.
Yeah.
And you're going to let me go as well, aren't you? Thank you. And then out round this car, bit of checking.
You did wave to him.
I did.
You should not.
I think he was
anyone.
a subscriber. As
Oh,
a fan.
as a fan.
Probably.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, so we're going to be doing the summary outside of the car.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. You can give me the verdict.
The good news or the bad news?
Yeah.
Whichever turns out, you know.
Yes. Luckily, this doesn't affect my actual driving license. So.
So you think?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be reported.
I've got friends in the DBSA.
So the driving assessment is over. The moment of truth is here. So, Colin, how did I do?
Well, remarkably well, I've got to tell you. It's the length of the car that could have affected you.
Yeah.
Because we worked out it is 19 foot long. That's two.
It's a land yacht more than a
two
car.
small cars put together.
Yeah.
But generally, it's not bad at all. The bay park that you did, considering the length, all right, you touched the curb on both sides, but with a shorter car, that wouldn't happen. I have noticed that your observations is a bit weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, left shoulder, right shoulder. Now, yes, you are using the mirrors. Now, whether that was for my benefit, I don't know. But
And for other road users, in case they cut them.
well, of course. We got all the way round. We did the bay part. We did the 3-point turn. Very good.
Thank you.
Because it again, it's quite tricky. Did a left reverse.
Yep.
Yeah. And the emergency stop. Now, the emergency stop was brilliant because I gave you the signal, you stopped the car, and I said, right, when you're ready, let's go. You didn't actually bother looking. So
You've got to get back on the way, haven't you?
So in effect, when you pulled away, you didn't check either shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be a fail.
Would it? Oh, no.
You know, I had to let you down gently.
Yeah.
But overall, I would say, yeah, very good.
26 years on and I can't even pass a driving test.
What can I tell you? But a smooth drive.
Thank you very much.
Everything
All
turns
good.
out to be.
Other than that?
Yeah, apart from failing. No, I mean,
Yeah, apart from fading.
yeah, it's all
Yeah,
right.
I shouldn't be on the road, but other than that.
But no, I hope you enjoyed today.
I have,
your
yeah. Thank you
experience.
very much for coming along and showing me up. It's all very much appreciated. But I think it's really interesting, some of the things you were saying about new learners today having what they've got to go through and the different manoeuvres
Yeah.
that have actually, from when I did it, aren't on the test anymore, and there's new ones that have arrived. So
Yeah, I mean, don't forget the 3-point turn the road is not now on test. The left reverse is not now on test.
wow.
Bay park is, stopping on the right, reversing back is, emergency stop is, and it's just a case of things have moved on.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
But no.
Well, thank you, Colin.
I'm
Much
glad you
appreciated.
liked it.
I did indeed, yeah.
We will catch up.
We will, yes.
And
yeah.
mine's a glass of red wine.
No problem at all. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. A bit of a different experience today, seeing whether I can still actually drive a car properly. Turns out I can't, but never mind. But please do like the video, hit the bell notification button so you don't miss the next one that's coming out. And please subscribe to the channel, it makes a massive difference. We've had a few new subscribers over the last couple of weeks, which has been really good. And I'm trying to bring you some different and slightly more interesting content here and there. So thank you very much for watching, and until next time, drive safe.